Hello, my name is Jansi Kalapala. Today I'm talking about CPOEE. CPOEE means Computerized Provider Order Entry. This is my week 3 assignment, and the subject is Organizational Change and Development in Management. The agenda for this presentation, the background of the uh, presentation, and the CPOE definition, and the system capabilities, planning, advantages and disadvantages, and conclusion. The background or the introduction. The Springfield Hospital is a general hospital that is has a 300 bedded hospital. There is a problem with the prescription errors, that is like the prescription, it is causing the people the mortality rate, it is increasing. So to mitigate that problem, they want to seek the technology help. This is the application which is called CPOE, that is computerized physician order entry. That is the application they wanted to adapt into the hospital, so to avoid the handwritten medical prescriptions. So what is the CPOE, and what exactly it does? The CPOE is Computerized Physician Order Entry. It also known as Computerized Provider Order Entry, and also known as Computerized Practitioner Order Entry. It refers to the process of a medical professional entering and sending medication orders and treatment instructions electronically via a computer application instead of in a paper charts. The beneficial format reduces errors related to the ambiguity of handwriting or transcription of medication errors. The basic functionality or the capabilities of the CPOE is it is first we are enter the orders, then check the orders, and documentation. The physicians can document the dosage instructions and how to use the patient, filling instructions to the pharmacy, and as well as the patient, and the communication portal, it will also help to the communicate through the patient and patient back to the doctor or the pharmacy. And finally it evaluates the patient status. So this presentation is divided into two parts. One is for the managers and the other one is for the general staff. So this part is for the managers. What exactly, being a manager, when you are implementing CPOE, what actions you need to take? As a healthcare manager, first we need to see the scope of the project. So how it is going to, what is the scope, and how many modules it has, and how many departments basically first involving into this project, and is it multiple phases. So this is basically different large vast of analysis is required, and the design, if it is like different phases, in the first phase what we are achieving, second phase what we are trying, and basic things or the professional level, complete level. So this a detailed design and analysis plan is first thing we required. So after that one, so to in the phases wise or the whole application wise, if you have to do the change, the next important thing is the budget analysis. The budget analysis is like basically it includes a lot of cost, because this is from the, you are totally changing the system from paper system to the automated system. So it requires new expertise people and new infrastructure, like the hardware requirements and the facility rooms, servers, tables, and computers, and at the same time the licenses for the new softwares. And one more thing is like a training packages we need to buy. So these are the analysis. As a manager, budget analysis is the most important thing. The next one is the risk and benefit analysis. Here it is like you need to ahead think about that how it will benefit the hospital. So if you after implementing, as of course it is beneficial to the patients, and it helps to increase the uh, increase the fastness of the application the way you do. And another thing is like the risks of this application, what will happen and how much change in it, and when they are implementing, if there is errors, and how to mitigate that one. So all these things, risk factors and benefit analysis, we need to do before actually implement the project. The next one is provide the support plan. Okay, so we think that everything goes well, then we need to provide the support plan. Basically it is like once the application is launched, then we need to think about the support means maintenance. So if once the process, once it is implemented, then continuously some team has to monitor for if there is any errors and whether the application is doing properly, and if suddenly it's something breakdown, and what is the action plan and backup plan and all these things it includes in the support. So this support is also, it's a part of the payment. So we need to think in the extra budget of this one support plan. And the next one is the most important, another one is like confidentiality plan. So here we are exchanging the data into the through electronically. So in that, so while exchanging, we should be very careful of the data, patient's data, because it's a confidential, and the storing of data is most important, and this exchanging data. While doing these things, we need to follow the HIPAA guidelines. So how we are going to do that? So we that is the plan as a managers we need to think of. This is a high level design. CPOA implementation for the low level means once the project plan is approved, the budget is ready, everything ready, then now action going into. In that time also, as a manager, you need to do this one once the plan is ready. So now infrastructure to build in. So provide the extra space for this developers to work on, and provide their needs, their spaces, and for the software licenses and everything, make sure everything plays in order. So that as a manager you need to. Then next, make sure the project follows the timeline. So if it is phases wise, what is the first phase, what are you trying to deliver in this phase, and how you are achieving by day tracking the applications, and day by day the tracking the work of the people, and are continuously putting the review meetings and see whether the whole project and the people who are working in this team are following the timelines. Then pre-evaluate the system whether it benefits or not. This benefit is pre-evaluation is like, so now you are implementing the system, and in future if there is any new things comes, whether we can build the new softwares on the top of the system, whether it is a robust thing, or this evaluate this thing and make sure that according to that you need to make a decision. And finally the track the budget. Suppose when the the existed team is not making the enough timeline, so then we need to hire more people. So that is like, if you are, this is a as a manager you think about, and you have to fit everything in the budget. So the finally is you are responsible to make the application go live. The advantages of the CPOE is direct entry of orders into EMR, electronic health record, electronic medical record. It replaces the handwritten orders. That is the basic advantage, the main purpose of this CPOE. And cross reference for potential drug interactions or allergies. It will show what is the cross references, and reduces the wait times for patients, and improves the compliance with best practices, ready access to patient data. The disadvantages are, it is a cost. obviously, and it's a user resistancy, and another one is a disruption of workflow with employee training, and potential for integration issues with other systems. So like different departments integrating, then it's a issue, because it's like, suppose the whole HIS hospital information system is built on one database, then integrating and different orders will be the different, so integrate with them through this one, the pharmacy, is like a little tough, so it's not that easy, so we need to think about each of those things. And another one is like, proven some of the results, it is saying that it increased the mortality rate. So the conclusion part, even though the system has many advantages, still it is not successful to reduce the mortality rate. Instead, it increased the prescription errors. To the example for this one is like, one example is like default values. The default values, it is like, we can mitigate this one by make sure that the double check when the pharmacist fill up the medications. So it is whether they are going to take automatical default or the prescription value, prescripted dosage. So if we take, and the scanner system is available to make sure that scanner, before giving it to the patient, if you scan that one and it matches with the doctor's dosage, then um, the double check is the most thing, it is important to mitigate this kind of errors. And thank you, and please post your comments and feedback. Thank you once again.